What's up, Hoopers? It's Coach Alex from THINCPRO Basketball, and in today's video, we're gonna go over 5 moves that you must master if you're trying to become unguardable. Let's get started. All right, guys, well, like I said, today's video is designed to give you 5 different moves that's gonna help you be unguardable, whether they're moves in the post, mid-post, out in the perimeter, driving to the basket. These are all great moves that's gonna allow you to become an unguardable player, and it's gonna put different moves into your arsenal of moves now to help you become a better scorer. So let's dive right into this first one. We're taking it old school, way back, and I think this is one of the toughest, if not the toughest move to guard as a defender. We are working on our Kareem AbdulJabbar Skyhook. Now with this move, we're just gonna start on the block, very basic. We're not gonna do anything crazy with it. We're just gonna spin the ball out to ourselves. Boom, we've got our back on our defender. We're feeling them out. We're gonna take one dribble towards the middle. We're gonna go towards the middle, one hard dribble. We're sweeping across, 1, 2, and we wanna arc that ball right over the top of the defender. Now, why do I think it's unguardable? Well, I'm facing sideways. I'm facing towards the sideline, but I know I'm sweeping this way. So as a defender, if you're guarding me on this side, how are you gonna block this shot? Number one, you're gonna have to foul me to get there, or number two, you gotta be about 8 feet taller than me to block it. But all we wanna do, basic, simple move, but it's a tough finish, so you gotta really focus on that finish. Get here, one hard dribble, 1 step, 2 step, boom. And now when you go up here, we wanna make sure that our arm is in line with the basket. So when I go up, I wanna make sure that I'm flipping that ball. It's almost like a floater on if I was going from the front, but we're here, we're going to the side, and we're sweeping that ball right over the top of that defender. Now, like I said, one of the most unguardable moves that I've ever seen from the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Let's check out the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Skyhook in full speed. All right, Hoopers, well, we're moving on to move number 2 to help you become an unguardable player. And we are gonna work on one of the moves I grew up in the driveway practicing over and over and over again. We are talking about the MJ Fadeaway, one of my favorite moves from one of my, if not my favorite player of all time, and probably, like we all would agree to, the greatest to ever do it. So with MJ Fadeaway, obviously it's a fadeaway jump shot, so you have to really perfect this move in order to get comfortable and confident to use it in a game situation. So we're now a little bit off the block. We're a little further out to about 12 to 15 feet. And all we want to do, we want to take one dribble. And with that dribble, you're allowing yourself to get a rhythm and allow yourself to kind of decide and feel your defender so you can go either way. So if I take that dribble, boom, now I set my defender up. If I want to go towards the middle, I want to take that dribble, shimmy towards the baseline. So just a quick little pivot down this way, and I'm swinging back towards the middle to shoot that fadeaway. If I want to go towards the baseline, it's just the opposite. I take that dribble, boom, I'm going here, I'm fading back this way, and I've got that jumper. Now I'm going to show you both variations so you can see the footwork for either way, whether I'm going towards the middle or I want to go towards the baseline. But I think the key to this move is that one dribble to allow you to gain that rhythm and feel out your defender and see which side you want to go to. Do you want to shoot over your left shoulder? Do you want to shoot over your right? Which one are you comfortable with? But this is the why I'm showing you this drill, so you can practice both ways, so you have an opportunity to use both sides of the MJ fadeaway. Like I said, this was a move that I used growing up as a little kid, trying to master it in my driveway, counting down 3, 2, 1, MJ fadeaway, and see if I can make it. Now that I've practiced it and I've seen this move over and over, and I've put in a lot of time trying to get it down, I've seen the progression from a little kid practicing in the driveway to being now in the gym and being able to knock it down at a consistent rate. So make sure you're practicing, putting in that time and work. Maybe you might even be counting down 3, 2, 1, hitting the game winner using this move. So I'm about to show you the MJ fadeaway. Check it out in full speed. All right, the third move we're going to practice and go over is a behind the back off of the dribble. And what I mean is, as you would attack, we want to swing that ball behind our back to avoid a defender and finish. Now the good thing about this move is you can use it whenever. If you're driving to the basket in the half court, I would probably want to use it in transition. So if I'm attacking the basket, maybe I got in a pass and I'm attacking hard and I see a defender, most of the time guards are going to be trying to kind of come and swipe through and take that ball from you straight off of the dribble. So as I'm attacking and I see that defender and they try to go for that steal, I could just swing it, boom, avoid them and go finish still at the rim. So this is an excellent move if you're trying to avoid the defender, get by them with a little flash and thrill, but still be able to finish, because it's still like a basic layup. As I'm attacking on a basic layup, I just pick it up and finish. But with this move, all I'm doing is basically just going right around the back, boom. So I'm just replacing picking the ball up with wrapping it around. Now with this drill, we're gonna practice on both sides. We're gonna alternate. So I'm gonna start on this left side. I'm gonna attack 1 or 2 dribbles, behind the back, pick it up, finish. Get my rebound, I'm going out to this side. And I want to do the same thing. I want to start here, boom, attack hard, get in here, boom, behind the back, and finish. All right, so we're just going to continue going back and forth. You can do something like this, 3 to 5 sets, 10 reps total makes. All right, anything like that. Basic, great move to use though to avoid a defender and still be able to finish at the rim. So make sure you practice this, get comfortable putting that ball behind your back, bringing it back together and finishing at the hoop. So this is the behind the back off the dribble move in full speed. All right, we're moving on to move number 4. Now, with this move, it is off of the dribble. We're using a dribble move to become unguardable. And we're gonna use the drop crossover, something that looks something simple like this. You got the ball in one hand, you throw it over to the other side, and you jab with that opposite foot. So whatever side I cross it over to, so if I cross it over to my left hand, I jab with my right foot, and I'm by the defender. So if you're looking at it this direction, I'm gonna cross over, jab, get away from the defender, and score. The guy that I've seen use this move the most, James Harden. Why? He's methodical, he knows when to pick and choose to use this move, whether it's in transition, coming off of a pick and roll, attacking a weaker defender. So he's coming off, boom, he sees you, give you that quick little jab move, and he's by. So what this move does is if I'm attacking a defender, I'm coming down at him, and I cross that ball over. The part of this move that sells the move is that jab step. So as I cross here and I plant that foot, I've got to get my defender to believe and shift their weight to the same side that I've jabbed that foot. So if I cross over to my left and I jab with my right, I've got to get my defender to think I'm going that way. So you're basically crossing over with your feet. You're here, boom, and you're out, and you're all the way to the basket. But you have to really sell that move with the jab. So if I'm guarding you and you just regular cross over like that, I have a good chance of staying in front of you. But if you cross it over and you hit me with that jab with that foot, I've got to honor and respect that. So if I don't, you have the ability to continue on that direction. So make sure you really sell the move with that jab step. Very important. This is the 4th move of 5, the drop crossover. Have a look in full speed. All right, the last move we're going to use is the Euro step. Now this has become one of the most popular moves to use in the game of basketball. So what the regular Euro step will look like is if I attack, I will generally pick the ball up early and use those 2 steps. Focusing on that first step where I've got the defender in front of me, I take that hard first step directly at them. I take the second one to sidestep and avoid them. and finish at the rim. Now today we're gonna use one off of the bounce. So as I attack, I keep my dribble alive. Now when I wanna go into my move, I wanna take that last hard dribble, boom, boom, and bounce away. So notice, when I take that last dribble, I start my Euro step. So I'll take that last dribble here, boom, at the same time almost as my dribble, so it's boom, boom, and you take it away. So what that dribble does is your defender still thinks you're going forward. So you're gonna have to take that dribble a little further away from the basket because no defender is gonna believe you're gonna dribble when you're right here. All right, number one, you're too close to the basket, you're gonna end up underneath. So when I use this move, I wanna do it a little earlier. So I wanna get here, boom. All right, and I finish. So I wanna use it right in the middle of the key. So if I did take an extra dribble, I would still end up right next to the rim rather than underneath it. So again, we're attacking hard. Now when I'm ready to go into my move, boom, boom, and you finish. So think of it as the drop crossover that we just did and went over, but instead of crossing the ball over, you keep it in that hand, but you're still jabbing with that foot. So you're here, boom, and you're away from the defender. So you take that dribble and that step so the defender thinks you're going here, and you go the opposite way and you finish. So again, you want to use the dribble. We're going to go with the Euro step with the dribble. Not the normal one when we go, we pick it up and we go right into it. We want to use that dribble with the first step and avoid on that second one and put the ball in the basket. Excellent move to use. Again, a guy like James Harden loves this move. Really good at the Euro step because he's crafty. He knows what he wants to go to. He knows what to use and how to attack his defender. So we're using the Euro step off the dribble. Check out this fifth and final move in full speed. All right, Hoopers, well, there you go. There's 5 of the most unguardable moves to add to your game. Now, if you liked what you saw today, go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Join the THINCPRO movement because every week at THINCPRO Basketball, we're releasing brand new content to help you improve your game. That's why we're here. That's what we do. Provide the knowledge, the skills, the drills, and the opportunity for any type of player, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what position you play, boy or girl, we're trying to help you take your game to the next level. So again, if you liked what you saw today, click that subscribe button, click the like button at the same time, leave a comment, let us know what you think and what you want to see in the future so we can continue to help you improve your game. So until I see you again next time, get out there, hit the gym, hit the court, put the work in, work on the moves that you've seen today so you can become unguardable. But don't forget to keep hooping.